This couple is enjoying a perfect night, when suddenly, the entire world goes silent. Lights go out, planes fall from the sky, and billions of people just drop dead, except for one small region, and no one knows why. Oleg is a soldier. Right now, he's on a short break in Moscow. He's on a date with a woman named Alyona. Everything is going well, too well. They talk, laugh, and before the night ends, they decide to spend it together. Feels normal, peaceful, and that's exactly why what happens next feels so wrong. At the same time, in Paris, a plane is about to land. Everything seems routine, until suddenly, every light inside the aircraft shuts off. No warning, no sound. Everyone on board loses consciousness instantly, and then, it spreads, across the entire planet. Power grids fail, cities go dark. Kommunikation dies. But not everywhere. A small section of Eastern Europe still has light. Back in Moscow, Oleg and Alyona notice something strange. The drones flying across the city suddenly freeze in midair. Just stop. No movement. No signal. Nothing. That's when they realize something is very wrong. They rush to the hotel lobby. Everyone else is already there, confused, panicking, trying to understand what's happening. The news finally comes on, and it only makes things worse. The anchorman explains this is not a natural disaster. At first, they thought it was terrorism. But now, they've lost contact with the rest of the world. Completely. No signals. No responses. It's like the entire planet just disappeared. And this is where things get terrifying. The government quickly sends a recon team. Soldiers led by Mayor Dalmatov are ordered to investigate one of the dark zones, the city of Kirov. A journalist named Olga joins them. She wants to document everything. Smart move, or a very bad one. They already sent drones into that area. None of them came back. The team enters the city, and what they find doesn't make sense. There are no signs of explosions, no damage, no struggle, just silence. They walk into a store using special slime lights to see in the darkness. And then they see it. Everyone inside is dead. Not injured, not attacked, just dead. Even the fish in the tank didn't survive. That's when it hits them. Whatever happened here didn't care about species, or size, or anything. It just ended everything. And the worst part? There's no clue how. No wounds. No signs of poison. Nothing. It's like life itself was switched off. And this is only the beginning, because what they discover next changes everything. Meanwhile, back in the safe zone, people are trying to hold things together. The military begins organizing defenses. Because now, the biggest question isn't what happened. It's what happens next. Oleg, being a soldier, is pulled back into duty immediately. No more break. No more normal life. Now it's survival. And nobody knows who or what they're fighting. Soon, reports start coming in. Strange figures have been spotted near the boundary of the Blackout zone. Not human, not machines, something else. And this is where things go from terrifying to completely insane. The military prepares for contact. They set up defenses, weapons ready, everyone on edge. Because if something caused billions of deaths in seconds, what chance do they even have? Then it happens. The first encounter. Soldiers move toward the edge of the dark zone. And suddenly they're attacked. Fast. Precise, overwhelming. The enemy moves in ways that don't make sense. They're stronger, faster, almost impossible to stop. And just like that, trained soldiers start dropping. Yeah, this is not a fair fight. Oleg and the others realize they're not dealing with something human. Not even close. But here's the twist. They manage to capture one. Barely. And this changes everything. Because now, they can finally get answers. Or at least they hope so. The captured being is brought in for interrogation, and what it reveals is disturbing. It explains that humanity has been judged, evaluated, and found unworthy. Turns out this isn't random. This is intentional. A higher intelligence decided that humans are too destructive, too chaotic, too dangerous to continue existing. So they made a decision. Wipe them out. Almost all of them, except this small region. And you're probably wondering, why spare anyone at all? Exactly. That's the same question everyone is asking. The being explains that this remaining area is an experiment, a test, to see if humans can change, if they can prove they deserve to survive. And if they fail, well, you can guess what happens next. Suddenly, everything makes sense. The blackout, the deaths, the attacks. This isn't chaos. It's controlled, designed, planned, and humanity is on trial. No pressure, right? Back in the safe zone, tensions rise fast. People are scared, confused, angry. Some want to fight back. Others think it's pointless. Because how do you fight something that can erase billions in seconds? Exactly. You don't. Or at least you shouldn't. But of course, humans being humans, they try anyway. The military launches more operations, more attacks, and every time, they get crushed. The enemy isn't just stronger. They're smarter. They adapt. They predict. It's like they already know every move before it happens. Which makes sense. Because they've been watching humanity for a long time. Learning, analyzing, judging. And now, they're executing the verdict. Oleg starts to realize something important. This isn't about winning a war. It's about proving something, changing something, because brute force clearly isn't working. And this leads to a turning point. Instead of attacking, they try to communicate. Yeah. Good luck with that. But surprisingly, it works. Sort of. They begin to understand that the only way to survive is to show they're not what the higher intelligence believes them to be. That humans can cooperate, can change, can be better. Sounds nice. But here's the problem. Humans don't exactly have a great track record with that. Inside the safe zone, conflicts start breaking out. Resources are limited. Fear is everywhere. And people begin turning on each other. Great timing, right? Exactly what you want during an extinction-level crisis. Oleg and a small group try to keep things together. They push for unity, for order, for survival. But not everyone agrees. Some believe the judgment is justified. Others want revenge. And some just want to survive no matter the cost. Which leads to some very bad decisions. Because when people are desperate, they don't think clearly. And those choices, they only make things worse. Meanwhile, the mysterious beings continue watching, observing every action, every decision, every mistake, and you can feel it. The pressure, the clock is ticking, because this experiment won't last forever. Eventually, a final evaluation will come, and humanity will either pass or be erased completely. As the situation escalates, Oleg is pushed to his limits. Physically, mentally, emotionally, he's seen too much, lost too much, but he keeps going, because giving up isn't an option anymore. Not when the entire species is on the line. The group makes one last attempt, not to fight, not to destroy, but to prove, to show that humans can work together, that they can rise above fear, above violence, above themselves. And this is where everything comes down to one final moment, one decision, one outcome. The beings return, not to attack, but to judge. Again, they've seen everything, the good, the bad, the chaos, the effort. And now, they decide. Did humanity change? Did they learn? Did they prove they deserve another chance? Or did they confirm exactly why they were chosen to be wiped out? And the answer is not as simple as anyone hoped. Because even in their best moments, humans are still flawed, still divided, still unpredictable. But maybe, just maybe, that's also what makes them worth saving. And that's where the story leaves us, right at the edge of extinction, with one question hanging over everything. If a higher power judged humanity today, based on everything we've done, would we prove we deserve to survive? Or would we finally understand why we were never meant to? If you enjoyed this recap, hit like, subscribe, and don't miss the next story. Trust me, you won't see it coming. Thanks for watching.